like, yeah, horror stories, funny stories, everything in between. Yeah.
Okay.
Does that look better?
Yeah, it looks better now. This chair doesn't even need to be here.
Wanna get that chair out of the way?
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. We get all man spread.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go.
Get comfy in this motherfucker.
We just created a studio. Yeah, we sure did.
Your fucking stick is so stupid, dude.
Hey, I'm gonna get a.
See it. You're just busted up.
No,
I'm gonna get a second.
He's gonna leave
well,
it
since
out
we
like
all
a boner,
close like
fucking
this,
like-
I'm gonna just have it.
I swear to God, you should mount it, bro. Because that way you can use your hand to talk freely without having to hold something the entire time. Plus you can drink.
Jen and thing, we just have to speak louder.
Okay, that's not a problem.
Hey, I'm going deaf, so I'm gonna scream no matter what. Might be the loudest one here on this thing.
All right, this is actually way more better.
You feel me?
Nice.
Now you're freedom
Studio.
with your hands and shit.
Hey, who needs to go to the studio? Now we just need to mount like, you know, the audio.
Soundproofing shit?
Yeah, soundproof
Oh,
shit.
you can almost bring it and just like stick it on the wall. You can
Yeah.
put a sign.
It's like 2 particle boards here. Fucking.
Until the owner picks it up, and then you know.
What did
find
you
some
call
else.
yourself, Lulu? What with the
Oh, I'm Lou. Inspector Lou.
Dude is like,
Inspector
what?
No, I'm just. No, my mind is racing right now.
Everyone's mind is racing right now. The
Brahma,
world's
he would
changing.
make
We're
this
fucked.
Very, very weird.
Yeah, now I mean, shit. We just talked to him.
Brahma would probably start out by trying to like entertain the idea of making money out of this somehow.
Exactly.
And yeah,
Christian said it was
he's
cool. I already
he's
asked
an
him.
erroneous individual.
I already asked Christian. He said it was cool.
Oh yeah.
Well, welcome.
Oh, we're doing this?
This is Dylan. I said Dylan. This is Dylan.
You're Dylan now.
Play that shit back.
My
That's
new
Dylan.
name is Dewey.
That's Dylan. And it's both these, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan.
No, what was that handshake?
Oh, no, your knuckles popped. It's cold.
What are we doing
It's
here?
cold.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Thank you.
That's Jen. Alright, but that's Lulu. I'm Jen.
I'm Dylan 2.0.
And
So you're saying you're an improvement of me?
No.
That'd be an accomplishment. If you could be twice what I am right now, I'd be.
if you could be
You live in a
twice,
car,
I would
dude.
be taking notes from you. What do I do next?
Oh no, don't work at strip clubs.
I've got that one. That's fine. I'm not gonna do that.
working on strip clubs is probably fun. Well, obviously the election just happened, and you know, people's nervous to talk about it. It's something that
The anxiety is real.
Anxiety was real. I felt the anxiety in the air yesterday when I was
What
driving
is
into a
talking about it
mine.
gonna even accomplish at this point?
I really don't know.
Because again, I'll
It's a
bring
form
it back
of
to what I said
venting, I guess,
before, is
right?
that At the end of his last presidency, people were getting legally attacked for just speaking out against him. Just like
Who was getting attacked? But people, what you said? Trump when Trump was in power, people was getting attacked.
Yeah.
But people was getting fired too. That's for sure. A lot of people got fired.
no, I mean legally attacked, and that's what I mean. Like people
Oh,
were losing
legally
jobs
attacked.
over that.
Oh yeah.
People were losing
January
jobs
6th
and
was pretty
careers.
silly.
Right.
Oh my god.
January 6th.
Can you imagine if
Yeah,
Democrats did that?
man.
Can you imagine if Democrats did that? January 6th?
On some level, Democrats have to have the same level of like dirt.
They
Like
all shit.
somewhere in this whole framework.
Well, they're all the same party in one sense because there's only a two-party system. But I mean, like, again, like
Yeah,
I was saying
shit.
earlier, a parliamentary system would be better than the democratic system that we have now. Multiple party representation.
Yeah.
I voted for Cruz, dude.
Who's
De La
that?
Cruz, fucking Peace and Freedom Party woman. Socialist Party, basically. I voted for her. I didn't vote for Harris.
So that's the thing, right? You see, Trump supporters, all some supporters were voting for Trump. There was nobody who was going left and right. Kamala supporters,
Jill
some
Stein.
are voting for other these
I don't even know
people,
who the Libertarian guy
that
was,
people. But people who are voting for Trump, they're all focused on Trump. So I knew he was gonna win at the end of the day. And
We all did around like 9 p.m.
I
Be real.
knew since why yo, because he was going hard in the paint. Like he was going to a podcast,
He got assassinated.
different well,
or attempted assassination twice. Excuse me.
Do,
Yeah.
do you think that shit? Do people really think that
If
shit is
anything,
real?
that's what
I don't think. I
cemented
think it's
it.
ketchup on his ear, bro.
That shit is not real. Like people really think that shit is real.
I think that was
What do you think?
Nah, that shit was not. That shit was not
That
real.
kid really
I
died.
don't think it's real.
No, he died. No, he died for real.
So we all have a
But-
consensus that the assassination attempts were staged.
Yeah.
No, I think they were paid for.
That's
And
still
actually, there's evidence of that.
swag.
There's evidence of that. Yeah, because somebody put like I forget how big it was, but there was a massive short on Donald Trump's company right before the assassination attempt. So that means somebody had money invested in basically
Having
Trump
less security or whatever.
being dead and his company falling apart. And that didn't ultimately happen, but on some level, it had to have been real.
Where did you hear about this? I never heard.
There are pictures. I have the screenshots on my old phone, my old iPhone. There were pictures of it was in the stock exchange, like, and it actually got removed 24 hours later. But there were like hundreds of screenshots flying around of.
Was it crypto?
No, it was like because in the stock exchange you can see certain transactions when they're happening, like they have to be public, and one of them was this massive fucking short on Donald Trump's company, just like a day before the attempt.
The first one?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised. Is anyone surprised about anything anymore?
No, I feel like we're manipulated. I almost feel like people in Florida see things.
I'm like
differently.
numb to it. Like I'm indifferent. You know, I don't think there's even a. What is the Secret Service for?
What do you mean?
How is that even a conversation? Like, the Secret Service is probably the most reliable and trustworthy thing in the entire
He
American
still got
framework.
shot at though. Come on, bro. Where the fuck were they? That's my
Well,
point.
That was an
we're not
inside
saying
job.
they're not
That shit
dirty.
was an
We're not
inside
saying they're not
job.
dirty. They're probably paid for by somebody. Then again, also at the time, Trump wasn't the fucking president.
Exactly.
But like every
Exactly.
post president
And if we think
first
that it was
partner
staged,
gets like
they couldn't
Secret
have
Service
stopped it,
till death.
Because if they would have stopped it, then it wouldn't have been the big news that it is right now.
Well, no, there's good. I think that the Secret
Publicity
Service knew the attempt was happening, and actually, there's an eyewitness testimony of two people who were by the warehouse the kid was positioned on top of, and they saw him, and they actually waved over at the Secret Service multiple times and the police, and pointed at him, waving, pointing, like, what the fuck is going on? And they didn't do anything until after the kid shot.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
they
and-
killed
and
him
they
within
gunned
like
his
30
ass
seconds,
down.
but
And you
still.
know they saw him because they have a sniper on the roof. Like the sniper was right there.
That's Secret
and
Service
this
level
is where
shit.
the
No,
kid
exactly.
was.
Yeah. So Secret Service was lazy that day, but they still shot him
Unless,
and killed him.
unless he had
I mean,
like goggles on or
maybe,
some
right?
shit and he
I
couldn't
mean-
see the kid or whatnot, he probably saw like 5 kids.
In a way, it's almost like it was a real staged attempt because
I
like
think
the
it was
kid
staged,
actually
too.
wanted to kill Trump. I'm sure somebody paid him for it. I just have a feeling.
So what, they gave him
and,
like a
and
pink
he
bullet?
did take those shots. Like that really happened. Whether or not, one way or another.
He had a
was gonna
ketchup
be able
packet
to
behind
kill
his
him,
ear.
I don't know.
Nah, if
I
not,
just don't
they
know.
probably had like real blood just to like flick that shit. Probably like a needle. I don't know. Something.
It
How can your
looks
ear
real.
heal? How can your ear heal like that quick and you get shot in your ear? There's no way your ear is getting healed that quick. Like the guy had a band-aid
Well,
on.
it's all like
I know, it
collagen,
just
right?
seemed
So
like
I mean,
it was just like like it just passed, and I'm like, I'm up, I could,
Yeah.
where are my
invincible.
shoes?
There's no way. So the kid did die, yes, but the kid didn't know the plan all the way. They told him, hey, yes,
He
we
was
go
a
to
baby,
that, but
Baby
the
terrorist.
kid, they probably gave him like I don't know, maybe it wasn't even like a real bullet they gave him. He didn't
Maybe he
even
was
know
like
what bullet
MK
he got.
Ultra, like fucking influence kind of shit. Like, never mind.
I don't even know what he just said, but
MK Ultra, you know what MK Ultra is?
nah, what's that?
No, what is that?
You never heard MK Ultra?
Mm-mm.
You know
These
what I'm
guys
talking
don't know about MK Ultra.
I know.
That's what I
So-
mean.
This is
You wanna go first?
This is the land of MK Ultra.
No,
too.
for
This
real?
is where it
Yeah.
happened.
Oh, shit.
One of the most famous MK Ultra experiments was so basically
Like
the way this
government
worked
mind
is the
control.
CIA had this black budget, and
For
they
real.
were funneling this black budget into because it started with the director of the CIA actually endorsing it and being part of the whole
I'll take a couple.
planning process. But then they switched directors and
I'll
it
take
kept
a little bit, I'll
going.
take from him.
So what happened is they
It smells
put
so good, thank you.
they put the money into these research groups and CIA like employee units, I guess, and then just let them run with it. So it was enough money to keep them going for like years, and I think there was a way for them to even take
Like,
more.
look at the Pentagon and its budget, for example. Like, go ahead.
Well, because it's a big question. Like, what was MK Ultra? This is a good way of describing it, because one of the ones they did it somewhere in this neighborhood, I believe, is they had an apartment or like a hotel room with a two-way mirror, and every single night the stripper / hooker would draw politicians or other notable figures in. They had targets, so per night they had a different target, probably a different woman. And the whole goal was to get the woman to drug the man with LSD. And sometimes other drugs too. I think like
No,
mescaline
dude,
was used.
look at Charles Manson and shit, bro. Come on. Like, wasn't that MK Ultra too?
I'm not sure.
I think it was.
I'm not as
So
like.
some drugs to make them loosen the lips.
Loosen the lips.
It was more
Not-
so
Loosen the
about
body.
figuring out the
it's when we look
science
at it,
behind the loose lips.
Yeah.
And those experiments were an arm of this research
Military industrial complex.
like experience or whatever. Yep. No, it was a whole like it was almost like a research expedition, but they didn't go to some other place. Like they did it here, and it was like 15 years or something that this lasted.
Like government funded
And they were
5150 shit.
using what they were learning about people with these drugs and with these experiments on politicians, and also trying to build up like a dossier on exactly how it affects different kinds of people, and what are the different things you can do to make sure that you get information, or if you're going to influence a person, how are you going to make sure that they're going to want to do what you tell them to do, or how many levels are there to it? Can you put them to sleep and then whisper something in their ear, and then they just go and do it the next day just because?
Oh,
There's
so
all
like-
kinds of science that they figured out about this. Everything
Basically, you're
from
studying to see how you can mind fuck us.
Like,
yeah,
like
like
psychic,
neurolinguistic
psychic like
programming. Pretty sure came out
manipulation.
of the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
exact, like research era and same group of people. And on top of that, some of the researchers who spearheaded it were ex-Nazis.
Well, I mean, look at the invention of
Everything our country's
the
fucked up
nuclear
now.
bomb, bro. I mean, come on, man.
Well, I would argue because back when this was happening, nobody knew about it, and the truth is that what you don't know about right now is probably it dwarfs anything that happened 40 years
I've
ago.
always heard that the government's always 20 years ahead of like the general public in terms of any concept or idea or like technology or fucking, so it's like
Of course.
all the tanks and missiles were sending to Ukraine from the 1980s.
Well,
You know what I mean? So like the new technology, they're still trying to fix that one jet that keeps failing, but it costs like 1 billion dollars to fucking fly it around, but it keeps failing in air. It's like alien technology to like the world.
Concorde?
You know what I'm talking?
That it was like the fastest plane at a point. Is it the Concorde?
No, it's not even like a stealth airplane. It's more so like a stealth bomber, and it's like they've been trying to build it for years, but it keeps like malfunctioning, and it's costs our tax dollars. But like MK Ultra again. So yeah, so like
So it was an
my
experience to learn
manipulation.
how to mind fuck humans.
Oh yeah, and it's been going around since the 60s, man. Like fucking for real. Like post World War II, fucking yeah, it's a way to basically manipulate the general public's mind and individuals as well. So they test people individually, like spies and whatnot. But then also it's like the general public with like media manipulation, MK Ultra. Like there's a broader spectrum to it as well, right? Because MK Ultra can also affect the masses, in my opinion, too.
Well, no, actually, truth be told, there were other research projects that happened, like the Gateway Experience. The Gateway Experience is like.
So we're agreeing. Why'd you say preface with no? No, we're agreeing.
Because I don't know, that's just how I fucking talk. I'm a Floridian. Like,
I'm a Floridian.
I have the
I'm a
least
Florider.
sensible vocabulary possible.
Well, so
for an
you would
American.
argue that because we grew up as Floridians, we're just not as smart as the national population. Like,
No,
you
it's
know
not
what,
about
like,
smarts.
not
It's not
true.
about
That's why
smarts.
Betsy
The
came
fact
and
that
suck it out.
everybody else has an identity. Florida has no identity. We're a melting pot. We're the
FloridaMan.com.
asshole of the country.
What you mean I ain't got no identity? I do got identity. Florida.
Our identity is an amalgamation of everybody else's because we are just like there at the bottom. Like I just don't know how
I
else
saw
to
it.
The
describe it.
asshole is quite the description. Like I mean, and like probably like what's coming out of your anus, right? Like the asshole could be Florida,
Hey, man,
and then Florida.
you both house
I'd
Donald
argue-
Trump and
I'd
Jeffrey
argue that
Epstein.
Florida
It's
is
like
not only
Florida's
the asshole,
great.
but
Yeah,
also a
sure.
large turd leaving the asshole.
What's I gonna say? How long were you living in Florida for?
My whole life until 15 years ago.
Okay.
And then it boomed. You're like, I left, and then the city boomed, and it sounded like the coolest city in
Really?
the U.S., I think.
But Miami?
Yeah, like, you know, you got all the rich people down there.
It's like the Austin of Texas. It's like
Mm.
liberal
Almost better.
freaks
Like, it
and
has
like
all
nightclubs
the-
and shit.
Yeah, but you have like all the best restaurants from all the world are like right there on Brickell.
What's the art district called with all the warehouses? Is it Wynwood District?
Wynwood, yeah.
Yeah,
How has
dude.
nobody said Miami is gangster paradise? Like,
No,
what are you
fucking
guys
for real. I
talking
mean,
about? That-
it
that's
really
literally
is.
what it is.
Tony Montana.
No,
was.
he's where he's
Listen, I haven't
based.
been
It's still
there.
right now.
And strippers,
Gangster
big
paradise.
booties.
A city built on cafecito and cocaine, like literally.
No más drogas.
Isn't every like I feel like if you grew up in Miami, you're too far removed from like a major drug dealer. Like you know a major drug dealer. Like if you grew up in Miami 20 years ago, hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I sold coke in high school.
You're like proud to know these fucking.
I didn't say
drug
that.
dealers. No.
Edit that out.
I know the brother of the sister of Willie Falcone. Yeah.
Right.
That's what's up.
Willie Capone. Willie Capone. Willie Capone is in jail. So, but it's
I've
great.
had some like vaguely relatable experiences, but not like that. You know?
Sarasota too. A lot of the Cubans went up to Tampa. They were hiding out up there. You got some
Oh,
wild
one of my
stories up
best
there.
friends when I was 14 was Cuban, and he had a lot going on. And that's how I figured out about how dirty the cops are,
Cocaine.
and how those things actually work.
So the gringo said he got a Cuban friend, and that's how he learned the ropes. What's up? Salud, gringo.
Salud.
Dale, Dylan. Dale, Dylan.
Oh,
I
dude,
like
here.
it, Dylan. Yeah, man, you confused me with this Dewey Dylan thing. I'm like, oh, let me try to focus.
No, that's Dylan.
That's Dylan, right?
That's
yeah.
Dylan.
But no,
Dylan,
yeah,
bastard.
Dylan, thank you. You gave props to us.
Keep that in though.
No, yeah, but
No, for sure.
The
I
bastard.
feel like there's a legit way, and then the Cubans will tell you, but I got a buddy that works at this thing, and for $100, dude, you can get this done. We're like, okay, word.
I used to ship weed to
My
Florida.
friends were always the guy. It was like I'm like whatever, like they're the guy, and they usually make a fucking lot of money. And it's like they always have 3 sources of income, or 4, or 5.
So is cash is king as a saying. Now that Trump's president, do you think like crypto's gonna be like a bigger thing?
I don't know about.
Because like a
What
bunch
do
of
you mean
tech
crypto's gonna be the thing? It is the thing.
No, but now it's gonna be like reinforced with Trump as
It's
president
already
now.
been reinforced like 5,
Do you have
6 times
crypto?
over.
Do you have crypto?
I did, yeah, and I just
I've never touched
fucked
it.
I fucked it up. I actually, off of the bets that I made, if I had kept them for a while, I could have gotten a lot of money, and I took it out. Not really
It's
at a
like
loss,
insider
but,
trading
way
on like
too
a
soon.
micro scale.
Is that still doing well?
That's what I was asking him. Yeah, no, exactly.
I don't know after the election, but
You know, but I
Bitcoin.
feel like, but before when Sam Altman, who's now Diddy's like cellmate partner.
Who? Wait, what?
No, is it-
What?
Am I getting the wrong name? I'm getting the wrong name.
Wait, what
No,
happened?
Bankman Fried.
No.
Wait.
Yeah, do you know
what
that
are you talking
Bankman Fried, the one that went down for like the coin? Is it Bitcoin?
I don't know
It
about
was
this.
some
Yeah,
some
the guy that went
cryptocurrency.
down for all the Bitcoin, the one that Tom Brady was endorsing, the one that all
Exactly.
the celebrity, that,
Yeah.
that guy went down.
Do that for
He
real.
was living here. His dad was a professor at Stanford. That motherfucker is in jail in
For like
Brooklyn
20 fucking years or some bullshit.
sharing a cell or next to Diddy.
Really?
And now Diddy has enlisted
It's like a white collar
his
prison,
lawyer.
though. Fuck. I mean, come
I
on,
was gonna
man.
say, which
they're
lawyer?
They're playing
the
tennis in the
roughest.
backyard while
No,
they're
but
like waiting
supposedly
for their
the roughest.
indictment.
Like,
No, come on.
They're saying it's the roughest at that Brooklyn jail where he's at. That it's supposedly the roughest too. That's
Yeah,
like
it's
less than 2 miles from fucking Bed-Stuy, where Biggie's from. You don't think those motherfuckers all have money and family?
Isn't that
just
where
waiting
Epstein
there?
died?
I think it might have been where he
I think
died.
that is it. Yeah, that
I
is
think it
it.
is.
Died.
So these motherfuckers
No, he
are all
didn't.
waiting to
He
get the
did.
crown to
I mean-
fucking kill Diddy. Yes, Dewey, you got this.
Wait. So
Diddy's probably gonna get Epstein. Let's agree on that. The government's gonna kill
I
him.
think it's
MK
gonna
Ultra,
be-
let's go.
I think it's going to be worse than what happened to Epstein. Because as far as we know, Epstein just got asphyxiated to death. I think what's going to happen to Diddy is going to be much worse.
Okay, so we all
Well, it's black, so, you
speculate that something happened to Diddy. I mean, to Epstein. So now something happens to the black dude. You
I'm
don't
not
think
saying
they're
he
gonna
worked for,
investigate
like,
that prison a
Hamas
lot
or whatever,
more?
but, yeah.
So he's a little bit safe where nothing is gonna happen to him right now because everyone's expecting it to happen.
well, it depends who's on that list.
Well, isn't
if
R. Kelly
someone's on
there
that
too?
list, something will happen
Okay,
for
but
sure.
the feds have already seen that list, right?
They
That
know who's
list.
on that list, and they did say it was a surprise. Well, here's the thing too. The feds can work with whoever. Let's say like somebody important, like let's say I don't know Trump or whatever, right? I'm just saying, right? Trump, now feds and the Trump can now work together. Alright, Trump, we have this of you. We need.
Did you hear
this, that, and
Did you hear the Epstein audio that was released? Like the October surprise?
But we all didn't hear
Oh my
about
God.
it. They didn't hear
I
about
played it
it.
for you
They
the
didn't
other
hear
night.
about it.
So,
A
yeah,
lot of
so
people
now
didn't hear
you're
about that shit.
blackmailing Trump, right?
Exactly,
so you're
blackmailing
saying now,
Trump.
Like,
And he
it's
still
like,
won.
But you're not going to
So
blackmail
now he can hide all his
Trump,
evidence
right?
from
Because now, so
being
Trump is
on
part of
Epstein
it. You
Island
know
and
he went
shit.
to a Diddy party.
Yeah, of course. So the important people who they can blackmail, they're gonna try and blackmail. But the rest who are just nyama people like C-list celebrities and all this shit, they gonna release. Cause who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? But the people who
But the
like,
A-listers and shit, yeah,
it's
exactly.
like this, right? If Dewey is a top lord gangster, he's a top lord gangster, untouchable. No one can touch him and shit. You now have footage of Dewey doing shit. I'm the feds. Now I caught you.
It's leverage, homie.
And now I'm trying to go get Dewey. Hey, Dewey. But Dewey has been doing more fucked up shit. And I need him for that. So now I'm going to blackmail
MK
Dewey and be
Ultra,
like,
bro.
hey,
I
I
swear.
got footage of you. Even though I'm the feds. I'm supposed to take Dewey no matter what. But I need more from Dewey. So I'm just not going to just easily just take him because of the Diddy shit. No, these fucking kids. Who gives a fuck? That's
You think he has
America.
a
They
plea
don't give
deal?
a
You
fuck.
think
They don't
Diddy
give
has
a
a plea
damn
deal?
about
You think Diddy has a plea
fucking
deal?
kids. They need
I really
more
don't.
shit. There's more shit that they need from whatever. So that's why they gonna keep Diddy until they don't need him no more. Then
That's my point.
Yeah.
all serve time.
The
like-
Either
it's like
or.
R. Kelly- R. Kelly
the
levels
only
shit
people he
coming out.
can snitch on are
Epstein
people
levels
who
shit.
are the ones who would give him a plea deal. So,
Well, I mean, they're basically gonna tell him like in his cell, hey, you have to kill yourself today. We have all the evidence we need. Goodbye.
Okay, so now if we think the feds leaked the video
Of course.
Diddy to
Yeah.
CNN, right?
I believe it.
Diddy has to have something on Trump. That
So wait,
is
what
like-
did he? What did he? What video did they show? Is it the one where he was?
What Cassie, where he
Oh,
was beating
Cassie,
her?
yeah,
In the
yeah,
towel in the
Yeah.
lobby or whatever. It's
Right, right, right,
disgusting.
right,
So supposedly it was the feds, right? So they have that video. They've got to have footage of Trump.
So they haven't
in a party.
But
So they haven't released like the
You're
parties
right.
yet, like the sex
the
parties
feds are
and
gonna be
shit.
cut down now, though.
I wanna
They're
see.
on
I wanna
Trump's
see
side.
them because they're saying like people like LeBron James and stuff was there. They're gonna release of LeBron James because who gives a fuck?
why do people
J-Lo
still think that the Epstein
Used to
list is
date
gonna come
P
out?
Diddy, and she
It's not
promoted
coming out.
It's almost
Harris.
like the Epstein list is going to become like obliterated because the Diddy list is going to be bigger.
They're gonna release that
It's gonna be
shit
so funny when
way
it comes
later. You
out.
know how they told us like, oh, aliens existed, but we already knew aliens existed, but they told us way after the fact. That's what's gonna happen with Epstein. It's gonna be
Because
way
it'll all
after the
leak
fact.
out, and then by the time that it leaks out, it'll be like, like what is it, like that Prince that came out or whatever. So listen, I worked for Diddy for 6 months. I worked
No,
in
you
marketing.
didn't.
Wait, did you really?
I did. I worked in his office in marketing. I know now, you guys. And
She's
I
a
never
cop.
got I got
What's your
went
badge
to a
number,
party.
honey? What's your badge
I never
number?
got invited to
Just
a
make up a
freaking
number. Just say a
party.
number.
Like there's a
Now,
part
what's
of me
your
that
badge
feels
number?
like, what's up? I'm not cute enough. Like, why the fuck was I not asked
What's your
to stay
badge number?
later?
You ain't
No,
got a
it's
dick, that's why.
What badge number? What are you talking about, Dewey? Like,
It's a joke. No, it's like just make up a number. What's your badge number? Like,
I don't
say
know.
you're a cop.
Why don't you let me finish
I'm-
telling you why I work for Diddy?
I'm 69.
Why don't you let me finish telling you how I work for Diddy? Let me just tell you, dude, like, because I'm not on camera. That motherfucker pulled together parties that everyone showed up to. Like, I've never seen anyone. I showed up to his
A-listers all day,
parties,
yeah.
like A-listers up the wazoo. Like, you're walking and you're sitting here, and that's like fucking The Weeknd, and that's Mark Wahlberg, and that's everyone. Like,
Really?
there was one time, and I worked on his like,
Oprah
so I
goes?
worked doing like marketing shit, working with a distributor, super boring in the office. To be quite honest, I had
6
nothing
months?
but good things to say. It was in 2017 when this whole shit is kind of like.
Goodness.
It was when they launched Ciroc French Vanilla. The kids are the most educated, respectful kids that I've ever met. I really had nothing negative to say. The Wall Street Journal tracked me down. They wanted a story of how it was like to work there. He was actually respectful. You don't get